We're going to start things off this year with a recap of the 50th annual Sema show. If you're new to car culture, then Sema is where you need to be for a great introduction. The Sema show is the world's premier automotive industry trade show. The 2016 event drew more than 70,000 domestic and international buyers. Nearly 3,000 new parts were introduced, along with demonstrations, educational seminars, special events, and much, much more. Lokar Tire President and Chief Operations Officer Wade Kawasaki brought his 1970 GTO, the Judge, to Sema. Wayne is also the Chairman-elect of the Sema Board of Directors. He's a car guy, through and through. He's mighty proud that his Judge has been featured in the Wall Street Journal.
You know, behind me is my 1970 GTO Judge. It's a Ram Air 3 car with a 4-speed. It's got the original hood tack. In fact, we've got all the original documentation on the car. You know what, that was a really cool thing. You know, I was walking the lawns of Pebble Beach and a guy came up to me. We started a conversation, just two guys talking about cool cars at Pebble Beach. Turns out he's a reporter for Wall Street Journal, and that began the dominoes clicking over, and we got the car in Wall Street Journal. Yeah, you know, I grew up in the 70s. My dad had a Shell gas station in downtown LA. And you know, I got to watch all the muscle cars drive in and drive out. And back then we checked the air in the tires, so I got to see all the cool wheels and tire packages and combinations. We opened the hood, we checked the oil, so I got to see all the cool engines. And from way back then, the GTO Judge, it's just so iconic. Nobody had them, and it was absolutely my dream car. The GTO Judge getting finished intersected with the 50th anniversary of Sema, the 50th anniversary of the Wide Oval by Firestone, and it was a perfect car to display our brand new Firestone Wide Oval steel-belted radial tires.
Gary Kolofsky brought his self-described 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air 210 Post. It's powered by a 730 cubic inch Italian Marine Industry V12 with 3 Holley 4-barrel carbs. Gary claims it cranks out 620 horsepower. This car features so many extras and modifications that Gary can call it whatever he likes.
I like the two-door posts, and a friend of mine called me one day from a warehouse in California and said, I've got this 55 Chevy I'm looking at, two-door post, and I had one probably 40 years ago. I like the posts better than the hardtops. And they make a 210 post or a Bel Air post, so I said I'll take it just because it was a post car. I haven't done much of it myself at all. I wish I was as talented as the gentleman that did all the work. The gentleman that did 99% of the work, his name is Dale Pelvitt from Ham Lake, Minnesota. He's just an artist. I've known him for 45 years. I started the project with Bob Benson at Benson's Transmissions, and he did some of the work to start with. And then I talked to Dale, so we worked on this car for 4.5 years, and now we're doing a 57 Chevy that has 2 V12s in it. Oh, it's a driver, you bet. You shut it all up, you shut the hood up, and you shut the front end up and the doors, and it looks like just a nice 55 Chevy, a nice painted 55 Chevy. Sure, I drive it all. I don't drive it all the time, but I do drive the car. It's been a labor of love. To me, it's like having a real nice painting. I just enjoy having the car.
We're taking a step away from the cars and crowds for a moment for a word from Sema President and CEO Chris Kirsting.
You know, this is the 50th anniversary of the Sema show. Most folks don't know this, but that very first show, 1967, was held under the bleachers at Dodger Stadium. And I think we had about 92 companies exhibiting at that show. At this show this year, we have over 2,400 companies bringing the best, most innovative products that they have for the year for all the world to see. The real core purpose of the Sema show is to help all these manufacturers bring their new innovative products to market. And this year we had over 3,000 new products entered in our new product showcase, just the ones who were willing to enter a competition. So it really is a place where the resellers can come in here and efficiently and quickly find all the great stuff that they're going to take out to all those enthusiasts to be available next year. One of the unique things about the Sema show is that this is automotive, and the way the folks who are bringing these products to the show best express what they're doing is to put them on cars and trucks. We have over 1,500 unique, one-of-a-kind, often first-time shown cars and trucks here at the show this year. And it really is, for anybody who is a gearhead, this is gearhead heaven.
We'll be right back with more amazing cars on the Lokar Car Show, presented by Original Parts Group. The Lokar Car Show, presented by Original Parts Group, is brought to you by Stage 8, the world's best locking fastener, Brothers Truck Parts, your #1 source for 1947 to 87 Chevy and GM truck restoration. Original Parts Group, world-class restoration parts, Lokar performance products, quality, plain and simple. Sema isn't just for big-name car builders and the kings of industry. Jesse Matlock is a car builder from Dewey, Oklahoma, who was invited to the show for the Battle of the Builders. His 1971 Plymouth Barracuda is a beautiful representation of a superstar muscle car. The Plymouth Cuda was produced from 1964 to 1974. It didn't become independent of the Valiant until 1970 with the introduction of the E-Type body. This factor makes the 70 through 74 E-Type Cudas a rare automobile.
Why Cudas and Mopar's in my blood. My first car is my '66 Plymouth Satellite. I still own it today. And then I fell in love with the E-bodies, which is your Cudas and your Challengers years ago. And I just think they're the baddest cars on the planet in my eyes. Well, the Sema Battle of the Builders, that's something it just started a couple years ago, but it was a dream of mine. I never thought I could ever achieve it. And as I started building this car, we built this car for myself. And as I started building this car, everything just started getting nicer and nicer and nicer. I'm pretty particular at what I do, and there was a chance in my mind. I was like, maybe they'll accept me in there, So just a shot of the dark. I threw my photos out there, and it didn't take long, and they accepted me right there in the group, and it was like one of the biggest things that ever happened to us. And I'm Dewey, Oklahoma. So it's a real small town, so there's not a lot of people that even get a chance to see a car like this done, much less get to build a car like this.
Original Parts Group sets the industry standard when it comes to manufacturing original replacement parts for that classic GM under restoration in your garage.
Hi, I'm Tony Giroux with Original Parts Group, and this is Sema 2016, and we have several new products that we'd like to share with you today. First, we have our 1959 to 60 Cadillac headlight bezels, beautifully chrome plated and die cast, guaranteed to last for years to come. Next, we have our 1964 to 68 Cadillac trunk emblems. These fit all models of Cadillacs, beautifully chrome plated and polished. They feature beautiful gold, red, and black coloring, guaranteed to last for years to come. Next, brand new for this year is our 1970 Chevelle taillight lenses. They're featured on our Sema car this year. They feature correct color and markings, as well as beautiful silver trim. For more information on OPGI, our resto parts, and all of our catalogs, please visit opgi.com.
Tony's back with us from Resto Parts to explain why this 1970 Chevelle SS is iconic and kind of a big deal.
This is our 1970 Chevelle SS, and this thing is a little bit different than we normally do here at Sema. Normally we have factory restored cars, but this is our first resto mod, so it's a pretty big deal for us here at OPG. This thing has AC, 502 big block, dressed exactly to look like a 454, but of course you get more power. You also have a 4L80E transmission. It's fuel injected. You have a 12-volt posi. Also, you have upgrades on the interior. You have TMI seats. Bigger bolsters really hold you into those seats. Dave Leonard wanted this car to be a driver, and that's exactly what he got. You can literally take this car with its upgraded suspension, Hotchkiss of course. You can literally take it wherever you want to go. When you talk about an iconic muscle car, what's more iconic than a 1970 Chevelle SS? More importantly, what's more iconic than a cranberry red 1970 Chevelle SS?
It's time for Lokar Lowdown with Kevin Ford.
Hi. Over the years, Lokar's developed a lot of different gas pedals, brake pads, and covers for various cars. We kind of went over the top this time when we teamed up with Goolsby to create what we call the Goolsby Edge Series pedals. We started with a brake and clutch for one of the Mustangs that they built that actually won a big award at Sema a couple years ago. We wanted to create a more muscle car, edgy look, hence the name, the Edge Series. And also, the pads come off the edge of the pedal. We wanted these to be customizable for the end user. Each of these pads is separate from the actual base of the pad, so you can make this part black, this part match your car, however you want. The way we sell them now, they're raw machined. It was such a hit that at the Good Guys show in Columbus last year, we got Best New Product Award. We were super happy to see that happen. Then, when we got back, we decided we needed to expand that into this gas pedal. The gas pedal, we went really over the top. This is an extremely premium version of the quality products that Lokar already offers. But as you can see, this has interchangeable plates on the side. It's got the same interchangeable face on the front. So to check this out and more, come find us at a show or see us online at lokar.com.
Welcome back to the Lokar Car Show, presented by Original Parts Group. Sherwin-Williams brought one of their customers' cars to the show, a big, bad orange 1971 Plymouth Barracuda. This is a rare car and the second one on today's show. Sema really is the premier trade show in the industry, and builders bring out their most extraordinary vehicles because they're proud to showcase their best products. Both Cudas in today's show have been resto mods with 6.1-liter supercharged Hemis. How rare are these cars? The more original and numbers matching these cars are, the more rare and the more valuable. For example, a 1971 convertible brought in a whopping $3.4 million.
What we have is a resto mod 1971 Cuda. It features a 6.1-liter Hemi with a Magna Charger. It has Magnum Force tubular K-frame member with 4-link rear suspension, rack and pinion, 4-wheel disc brakes, air conditioning. It's got a 6-speed manual transmission, full custom interior. This car actually, it gets a lot of street abuse. It gets pretty good horsepower to the rear wheels, and it gets used and driven quite. It's no trailer queen. The owner of the car actually picked a color. He wanted a really vibrant orange. So we picked our Sherwin-Williams Big Bad Orange, and we spiced it up with a little extra gold pearl so it really pops out in the sun. And we have a great team of guys at our shop that really put a lot of pride in their work and proud to show it off.
Hi, I'm Don Rowe, and we're here at Sema this year with Advertising Edge. We're a manufacturer of USA-made sublimated apparel, screen printed embroidery, and promotional items, and we also own the brands Stupid Fast Racing and Really Stupid Fast Girls. Advertising Edge is a full-service apparel manufacturer. We have a design department, we have cut and sew, we have decorating, so we do everything in-house. We're a full-service manufacturer. One thing very special about our sublimation apparel is it's manufactured in the U.S. Our screen printed embroidery apparel, we're one of the largest manufacturers in the U.S. of those products. Because we are the official uniform of NHRA and Don Schumacher Racing. We've won all the awards in our industry regarding sublimation. One reason why sublimation is so popular, instead of like the old heavy shirts, sublimation is a lightweight wicking fabric. where the images are totally permanent. Advertising Edge is also one of the largest manufacturers of corporate apparel and uniforms. We have a very nice catalog. You can also see our full line online at advertisingedge.com.
Original Parts Group Restoration Tip.
Here we have our beautiful El Camino bed molding kits from 67 through 72, as well as our late model from 78 through 87. Each one of these kits features beautiful stainless steel construction, as well as our rear corner pieces are beautifully chrome plated, as well as our front corner pieces, which are die-cast zinc and also beautifully chrome plated. These kits come with the factory style original clips and hardware for everything you need to install on your vehicle. Behind me here, we have this kit installed onto our 72 El Camino. It looks beautiful. It sets off the entire car. Its fit and function is just like original, and it will top off any of your restoration projects. This and thousands of other parts are available right now at opgi.com.
We'll be right back with more amazing cars on the Lokar Car Show, presented by Original Parts Group. The Lokar Car Show, presented by Original Parts Group, has been brought to you by National Parts Depot. Make your dream happen. Appalachian Tourism. Virginia is for lovers. Croftgate USA. The only car care product you will ever need. Advertising Edge, the official uniform of the NHRA.
Hi everybody, Kevin Ford from Lokar. We're out here at the SEMA show, having a great time, and we've got some exciting news. One of our new products we've been working on is electronic sport mode shifter for all the modern electronic transmissions. You know, in a new car, you get down to the drive and you can push over and manual shift. That's what we're doing here. We got runner-up for the best new street performance product, which is exciting. There's so many cool products here, and we're just excited to be in the running for the top one. The way it works, you come down, you get into your drive mode just like in your car, you move over, and now we're bumping, shifting up and shifting down. When you come back over, it's got all the same safety features as a standard low-car shifter. You can see I'm pushing the button. It's gonna lock in park, it's gonna come up, it's gonna lock in neutral, and when you get down to your sport mode, it's gonna stay there and it's gonna return to center. And when you come back, it's gonna get right back into your automatic mode. It's gonna work on any of your shifters, that whether it's a 4-speed, 6-speed, and an 8-speed. We've got a lot of questions from people about it, and we're really excited. If you have a chance, go online, get one of our catalogs, and check out some of the exciting products that we also have brought out here. It's full of them. We even won a new product for our shift knob adapter that looks like a muscle car shifter. You get that classic look. So please, check us out at lokar.com.
Brian Downard is a Lokar executive who loves his job. Who wouldn't in his position? He's here at SEMA to showcase some parts for the company and to tell us about his 1928 Ford Model A Roadster. The car has a 350 Chevrolet engine and Brookville body, fenders, and chassis. Brian's about to reveal what other goodies are tucked away under that Fiat green body.
We have a good relationship with Brookville. They buy some parts from us and we buy things from them. We get along and try to use people that we deal with and that we like, and we're real proud of the fact that we try and deal with U.S. manufacturers, because that's what we are at Lokar. So we've dealt with Brookville. We got a Brookville perimeter chassis on the car that we've had kicked up 6 inches by Barrel Arrow Speed Emporium. The guys, Jimmy and Mikey at Barrel Arrow Speed Emporium, are responsible 100% for the way the car sits. They did a great job and it sits so well. It's just a crate motor, 350 Chevy with a 5-speed Tremec behind it, using American powertrain clutch setup. The car has a lot of Lokar parts on it. The dash is Lokar, the headlight braid is Lokar, the taillights are Lokar, the shifter's Lokar. The cables, of course, are all Lokar on the car. Mosier 9-inch Ford rear end, Super Bell dropped axle, and we've got Pete and Jake's front and rear suspension on the car, hairpins on the front, and we've got a ladder bar setup on the back. We've got The wheels are bent spoke wheels and center caps from Wheel Ventique. And I think the coolest thing's the color. We try to do something different. Everything I've always had all my life has been black. And all the Model A Roadsters out there that are black, we thought, man, we got to do something different. And my wife thought, what about this Fiat 500 color? And it's a 2015 Fiat 500. I think they call it Chili Verde.
He says the car only has about 1,050 miles right now, but he knows it's going to be driven a lot after the show.
Yeah, we built it to drive, and it's a driver. When you get looking up real close to it, it's not some $300,000-400,000. This is what a guy can do in his garage, and I'm that guy. We did it in the garage, and like I said, if you got some help and some talented friends, you can make anything happen. And we've been really blessed to have a lot of talented friends in the Knoxville area that have helped us to make it really cool.
Each week, Croftgate USA Car Care Products picks the best of show from the Lokar Car Show. This week's best of show is a 1936 Cadillac Roadster named Shangri-La. This elegant roadster with its long, lingering lines comes from a marriage of classic French styling and a new American vision, a vision brought to life by automotive stylist and builder Rick Dorr. Shangri-La is hand-formed from raw sheets of aluminum by the one and only Marcel. There's so much to see and so much to cover at SEMA that you just have to be there to believe it. There are crazy trucks, every kind of custom vehicle, and industry celebrities. There are things for the kids, the gents, and the ladies. You gotta see it for yourself. Take in the 2017 SEMA show October 31st through November 3rd in Las Vegas. And make sure you tune in to the Lokar Car Show next week. We'll be heading east for the Coker Tire Open House in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's gonna be a blast.